Hello everyone, this is Manaswi of grade 11 from Lake Martha School, Bangalore. Today I am going to explain the introductory topic of grade 8, that is squares and square roots. Okay, now let us make square shapes using unit squares and observe the number of unit squares used. Now, what is a unit square? It's a square whose side is 1 unit. Now let's look into this table. There is 1 unit square given and they're asking the length of the side in units. So it is 1 unit and the number of square used is 1. The second figure, 2 units. The length of this is 2 units because there is 1 unit square here, the other unit square here. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 units and the length of the side is 2 units and the number of squares used, unit squares used is 4. The third figure, 3 units because 3 unit squares, so the length is 3 units and 9 unit squares are used. So here in the fourth figure, 4 units is the length of the square and 16 unit squares are used. Now this 1, 4, 9, 16 are unit squares. These numbers can be expressed as 1 is equal to 1 into 1, which is nothing but 1 square. 4 is 2 into 2, which is 2 square. 9 is equal to 3 into 3, 3 square. 16 is equal to 4 into 4, which is 4 square. Now, if we can observe this pattern of factors, we can conclude that m is equal to n into n, which is n square, where m and n are integers. You might have observed in the given pattern that the numbers are expressed as a product of 2 equal factors. Such numbers are called perfect squares. What are those called? Perfect squares. Let's understand it in simple terms. A rational numbers that is equal to the square of another rational number. Now let's see some perfect squares and understand it better. Okay, so 9 is equal to 3 into 3. 49 is equal to 7 into 7. 1.44 is equal to 1.2 into 1.2. Now all these are perfect squares, because these can be represented as 3 square, 7 square and 1.2 whole square. That's what there in the definition as well. A rational number. 9 is a rational number that is equal to the square of another rational number. 3 is another rational number. This 9 is equal to the square of another rational number. So 9 is equal to the square of 3, which is again a rational number. Okay, so I hope you understood what is perfect square. Now let's understand what is square number. An integer that is a square of another integer is called square number. Now there is some important thing that we need to understand over here, that all square numbers are perfect square, but all perfect squares may not be a square number. Let's take an example. 2.25. Now this 2.25 is a perfect square because it can be expressed as 1.5 whole square. But 1.5 is not a square number because it is not a square of any integer. It is not a square of other integer. So therefore it is not a square number. Now let's take some other example. 16 would be better. 16 is a perfect square because it can be expressed as 4 square. Now 4 is a square of another integer 2. So therefore it is a square number. Thank you for watching this video.